It's 2 a.m. Your body is completely exhausted, your eyes are heavy, but your mind has just opened a full courtroom case about something embarrassing you said back in 2017. Sound familiar? If so, then this video was made specifically for you. Here's the strange, unspoken truth. Millions of deeply aware people lie awake every single night, not because they aren't tired, but because their brain fundamentally refuses to shut down. If you're one of them, I want you to know something incredibly important right now. Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is doing something very specific, very human, and most importantly, very fixable. By the end of this video, you will understand the 7 profound psychological reasons your mind goes wild before sleep, what your overthinking secretly reveals about who you are, and 3 simple, practical techniques that actually work to turn off the noise. Before we decode your 2 a.m. brain and look at the hard science behind it, where do you belong in this midnight landscape? Drop an 88 inches in the comments right now if your mind is a restless storm at night, or type 99 if you usually sleep peacefully but are just curious about the psychology. Let's map out our community's sleep patterns today. Reason number 1, the brain's unfinished business. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik Effect. Clinical studies prove that your brain remembers incomplete or interrupted tasks far better than completed ones. It operates exactly like an open browser tab in your mind that stubbornly refuses to close. All day long, you push these microtasks aside, the email you didn't reply to, the call you didn't make, the uncomfortable conversation you didn't finish. But the exact moment you lie down, your brain pulls every single open tab to the front of your cognitive screen and says, hey, remember this and this and this? You're not being dramatic. Your brain is literally trying to file administrative paperwork at midnight because you didn't give it dedicated processing time during the busy day. This flows directly into reason number 2. The night is the first silence of your day. Think about your modern routine. From the moment you wake up, there is nonstop noise, notifications, traffic, superficial conversations, work, reels, and music. Your brain is aggressively running from one stimulus to the next, never truly resting. Then, night finally comes. The lights go off, the phone goes down, and suddenly absolute silence. And in that heavy silence, every single anxiety, thought, and feeling you've been avoiding all day finally gets a microphone. That random thing your friend said 3 weeks ago, it suddenly comes back. That unresolved emotional pain, it surfaces. Your brain isn't attacking you, it's simply using the first quiet moment of your day to process everything you didn't have time to feel. This brings us to the hard biology. Reason number 3, the cortisol hangover. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. During the day, when you're rushing under pressure, your body pumps out cortisol like survival fuel. The chemical problem is cortisol does not magically switch off the moment you switch off the lights. It lingers in your biological system for hours. So even when your mind says, I want to sleep now, your body is still trapped in a chemical alert mode. Your heart is beating slightly faster, your muscles are slightly tense, your brain is slightly buzzing. You're trying to fall asleep in a body that's still prepared for a physical fight. This leads to reason number 4, fear of an uncertain tomorrow. There's a specific kind of overthinking that lives entirely in the future. What if the meeting goes badly? What if I forget something important? What if they don't like my work? This is your brain trying to do something noble but exhausting, trying to predict and control a future that hasn't happened yet. It thinks if it can imagine every possible scenario, it can protect you from pain. But mentally rehearsing tomorrow doesn't make tomorrow easier. It just steals tonight's rest. And here's the ultimate irony. Most of what we fear at night never actually happens. Let's address this internal split. Are you a victim of the future loops or the past memories? Drop an 88 below if your late night brain is constantly projecting into tomorrow with anxiety. Or leave a 99 if you are trapped replaying old things from the past. Sharing your experience helps us see the beautifully diverse ways our minds struggle to rest. Reason number 5, the replay theater. This one hurts deeply. You're lying there and suddenly your brain plays a cringeworthy scene from earlier today or 5 years ago. You start thinking, I should have said this instead. Why did I react like that? They probably think I'm weird. Psychologists call this rumination. It's when your mind replays past moments hoping to find a different ending. But every replay just deepens the wound. During the day, you're too busy to feel embarrassed. At night, there's no escape from yourself. If this is you, please remember, the people in those memories have long moved on. The only one still watching the replay is you. This expands into reason number 6, the identity audit. At 2 a.m., your brain often asks the biggest, heaviest questions of your life. Am I doing enough? Am I where I should be? Am I falling behind? You scroll through Instagram for 30 seconds and suddenly everyone seems to be getting promoted, getting married, traveling, and succeeding while you are just lying there. This is the identity audit. Your brain trying to measure your raw behind the scenes life against everyone else's polished highlight reel. No one wins that comparison. This leads us to the deepest reason of all. Reason number 7, hyper-vigilance from old wounds. If you grew up in a home where things were unpredictable, where there was constant tension, conflict, or emotional unsafety, your nervous system learned a survival rule. Being asleep means being unguarded, and being unguarded is dangerous. So, even years later, even when you are perfectly safe in your own peaceful room, your brain still keeps a small part of itself awake just in case. Neuroscientists know this as chronic activation of the amygdala, your brain's alarm system. This isn't your fault. It's not a character flaw or weakness. It's a primal survival instinct that beautifully protected a younger version of you, and it simply doesn't know it's allowed to rest now. The first step to healing it is simply recognizing it. But why does this emotional intensity happen in the first place? Neuroscience reveals that your deep feelings aren't just in your head, they are fundamentally hardwired into your biological nervous system. Genetic research has identified a specific variation in the ADRA2B gene, which regulates norepinephrine, the brain's emotional chemical. If you carry this genetic variant, your brain naturally experiences heightened emotional vividness. It acts like a built-in emotional amplifier. When the average person experiences the world at a volume level 5, your biology automatically dials it up to an 8 or a 9. Functional MRI, fMRI brain imaging studies confirm this biological difference. When exposed to emotional triggers, deeply analytical individuals show significantly stronger activation in the amygdala and the default mode network, DMN. Your brain isn't broken or malfunctioning. It is simply designed to be highly responsive to both positive and negative stimuli. You pause, you check, and you process emotional data at a higher resolution. The world often makes overthinkers feel like there's something wrong with them. But the same brain that keeps you up at night is also the brain that notices what others miss, understands what others overlook, and feels what others can't even name. Your sensitivity is not your enemy. It just needs better tools. Here are 3 practical techniques that actually work. Technique 1, the brain dump. 30 minutes before bed, take a notebook and write down everything that's in your head. Every worry, every task, every random thought. Don't try to organize it, just empty your brain onto the page. This works because your mind keeps repeating thoughts when it's afraid you'll forget them. Once they're on paper, your brain finally gets permission to let go. Technique 2, the 4-7-8 breath. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold the breath for 7 seconds. Breathe out slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this 4 times. This is pure biology. The long exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body, we are safe. We can rest now. It's like flipping a switch from alert mode to sleep mode. Technique 3, the tomorrow's problem shift. When a worry shows up at night, tell yourself this exact sentence. This is a real concern, but it is not a tonight problem. It is a tomorrow problem. Place it on a shelf. Your brain doesn't need the problem solved right now. It just needs to know it won't be forgotten. If you're someone who lies awake at night while the rest of the world seems to sleep peacefully, you are not alone. Right now, in this very moment, millions of people are staring at their ceilings, fighting the same silence. Your mind is not your enemy. It's just a part of you that's been carrying too much for too long without permission to let go. So tonight, when the thoughts come, don't fight them. Don't fear them. Just whisper to yourself, I hear you. We'll handle it tomorrow. Tonight, we rest. Because a mind that thinks deeply deserves a night that rests deeply. Before you go, tell me in the comments which of these 7 points hit you the hardest. Drop an 88 if it was the replay theater and the identity audit, or leave a 99 if it was hypervigilance and the cortisol hangover. Read through the replies, because somewhere in those answers is proof that you were never as alone as your mind told you. If this video felt like it was reading your mind tonight, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. In our next video, we're going deeper into the psychology of people who feel everything too intensely. If overthinking is your story, that one's going to feel personal. Until then, be gentle with your mind. It's been working hard for you. Good night and rest deeply.